Hello, happy Thursday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. And if not, I hope that it gets better for you. Um, what's going on this week? I'll be honest, I'm still coming down from last week. I was just talking to my mentor, my friend Michael, and we were saying how much fun last week was. I truly, of all the shows I've done with him, and I have done many, many shows over 10 years, more than 10 years, last week was the most fun. And I don't know if it was because we hadn't done one in a while, if it was because I didn't have to do the laundry, always a plus. If it was because, like my husband had pointed out, because he and my daughter came to the show, and they were saying how when the pandemic first hit, and it was in this worst, because we're not out of it, but the worst early days, we never thought we would go out and do anything ever again. And to be out in the city last week and at a real theater and watching live performances, it was something we didn't think we were going to get again, or not for a really long time. And I had so much fun. And I think, like, we were also saying that we were so prepared for last week. A lot of the costumes were done. The new piece, it was pretty easy to style once we decided on a theme and where we were going with it. And it was just fun. It was just fun for me. And I think emotionally I was ready to be back doing that kind of work. And so it was really nice. And being in the Ailey Theater, I mean, the Alvin Ailey Theater, it's like, I have no words. I try really hard not to like fan out and become a blubbering weirdo at the front desk whenever I go in there. But you have to check in and give your email. That way, if you come back in future, times, they know who you are. And so to see my name in that system, I was like, oh my gosh, my name is in the Alvin Ailey system. And the kid at the desk was looking at me like, So I thought, I can't help it. I can't help it. I'm a kid that grew up loving theater and live performance and museums and the arts, and just to be backstage in a real professional dressing room. And I used their steamer, and I was like, it might not be a big deal to anybody else, but I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm using a professional steamer in a professional dressing room in a professional theater. So it's the little things. And my friend Michael, my mentor, the choreographer, had challenged me because we were celebrating Pride, and so he brought shirts for everybody to wear. And so he said, which one do you want? And so I told him, and he said, okay, you can have it if you get on stage and dance in the finale. So he threw down the gauntlet. I was like, done and done. And then when it was happening, right before, I was like, I don't know. So we did. I danced out with his husband because I was like, I'm not going out alone. And he wasn't backstage yet. And I was like, you better get backstage so that we can dance out together. And we did. And I was very proud of myself because I knew I was going to regret it if I didn't. But it was nerve-wracking because you're out on stage with professional dancers, and it's like, what am I, crazy? What am I doing out here? But it was fun. It was fun. It was just fun to be there. And I love them so much. I love everything about everything we were doing, and it was just like, and I got to keep that t-shirt, FYI, so boom, there it was. So no wonder I can't come down from it, because I had so much fun. And it's those nights or performance days with the professional company. I never really felt it with the kids because, working with the kids, it was totally different. But when I'm with the professional company, I always wish, those are the moments that I'm like, oh, I wish I could dance, like more than dancing in my kitchen, which I do, I admit it. But it just, I wish I was a dancer, and because I admire them so much. And the other company we were performing with, I was watching them, they're amazing. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, I envy all of them so much, the ability to physically do what they do and to just go for it. And I love it. I love everything about it, in case you haven't been able to tell. What else? I got a notification last week that said that, and I did the math too, because it was a memory on Facebook, that basically 30 years ago that day, my husband and I had our first date, official date, because we had been hanging out as friends. And so I was like, just see it in writing for some reason. I talk about how long I've known him all the time. But, you know, we were married when I was younger than our gal is now. And so we were very young. But hey, naysayers, proved you wrong. So, you know, we weren't too young. We knew what we were doing. But it just cracks me up. Like, we were like 30 years ago that day. And it was just like, whew. And speaking of time that's gone by and blowing my mind, I saw one of my high school math teachers in the street today. And I recognized her immediately. Now, I know she's seen, I don't know how many thousands of kids go through that school and graduate and move on. But I told her who I was and what year I graduated, not expecting her to remember me. And she was so nice. She was like, oh my gosh. Now, I never went back. I went to my 10th reunion, but I haven't been back to the school since. And I really do want to bring my daughter back so that she can see it. And when I told her, I said, oh, my adult daughter. And she was just like, what? And it's just funny. And like, I think about, I'll be 50 in a couple of weeks, and I feel so grateful to be approaching that birthday, or any birthday, because the last, you know, since 1998, I'm not going to do the math on that, and anybody that knows me knows I'm not going to do that on the fly, because it's not going to work. You know what it's been like for the last, fill in the number of years. It's not been easy, and to approach this birthday in the good condition that I'm in now is such a miracle and such a joy that I feel very grateful. I feel very lucky. And it didn't happen on its own. You know, it happened with a lot of people helping me, especially my husband and my daughter and my mom and my siblings, and just nothing happens by itself. You know what I mean? We're pushed on by great doctors. I've been very lucky. Some of my doctors have been absolutely outstanding. Some of them have been complete garbage, but my current doctors are amazing, and I feel very lucky for that. So 50, here I come. I'm happy of it. I'm glad of it. And what else? I'm going to leave it there because, you know, it's been a good day so far, and I just want to leave it there. I'm going to celebrate that good day and see my math teacher. I mean, what? And the show last week. I can't come down from it. We're still like, it was so great. It was so great. And it's such a nice experience working with the dance company because they're a great group of people. And I think that was the other part of it. Like, I've loved since the beginning working with the dance company, since the company came together. And each group of dancers has been extremely special. And so it was nice to be back with them. And this was almost an entirely new group of people, with the exception of a couple of the originals, and who are awesome. And so it's just nice. It's just nice to be included and to be around it, and, you know, to be with my friend Michael, who, you know, anything we work on, we're going to have fun with. So that's where I'm going to leave it. I hope wherever you are that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no aggravation kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come. That is what we hope for, that's what we deserve, and that is what I truly wish for each and every one of you. I hope you all have a safe, peaceful, happy, and healthy 4th of July. Be careful out there, and if you're traveling, you know, we'll be home, but if you're traveling, be safe and take care of yourselves, and I will see you on Friday via the blog next week for everything. Take care and have a good afternoon. Bye.